Hi, family. I am back with another reading. I hope you guys are having an amazing Friday. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're returning, thanks for your return. We're going to first give thanks to the Most High for being all seeing, all knowing, all present, being all good, and being the only wise God, and giving thanks to my ancestors for their sacred knowledge, wisdom, and strength, and giving thanks to my spirit team for their guidance and support. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into this reading. I was shuffling a little bit and the neighbor popped out. Neighbor got something to say. They could be a little stalker. I don't know. This is on the back side of the card. They make to know a stalker. Okay, but nonetheless, they are a neighbor. Okay, so let's go ahead and find. Let's get an ancestor message around this. Okay, let's get an ancestor message around this neighbor showing up today. Okay, let's see. Ooh. I set people up to get them harmed. Ooh. I set people up to get them harmed. That's what it says. Okay, but maybe they know a stalker. Could they be working for a stalker? I don't know. Let's see. Anything else, Spirit? Let's see. I treated you bad and I deserve to pay. Mm. Okay, let's get one more. Let's get at least three. Okay, there's a family reconciliation possible. Healing is on the horizon. This is a divine connection. This is a family reconciliation. It's possible. Okay, this is a divine connection. And they could be feeling guilty. Guilt. Okay, we have a door is about to open. A new opportunity is near. Reconciliation, healing is on the horizon. The door, this is a divine connection. A sacred bond is at play. Okay, then we got fear of success. Past experiences where success leads to negative outcomes, causing self-sabotage. I am worthy and confidently. I'm worthy of success and confidently embrace my achievements. Okay. Okay, so it sounds like this neighbor could be definitely connected to a stalker. Okay. They probably been told some sort of lies and just had them to believe that what they were doing and what they were feeling was their feelings, but I think they could have been feeling somebody else. Somebody say, I always hated you. Ooh, so much hate. Oh my God. At the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, okay, hate is not a good feeling to be living with. It definitely makes you look old and stressed out in the face. Okay, so I should be able to recognize you when I see you. Undercover agent at the bottom of the deck. Mm. Mm. Okay, so let me see. Family reconciliation is possible. Something has something to do with family. Somebody has a fear of success is a shadow. They could be feeling guilty about something. They feel like they deserve to pay for something that they've done. They set people up to get them harmed. Oh my God, that's terrible. Okay, so anyway, let's just get into. I'm at the bottom of the deck. This deck says undercover agent. Could there be a neighbor who's undercover? Yeah, they want to come out. So I have a neighbor who's undercover. Their feelings are very strong at this time. I always hated you. I think somebody who always hated somebody always hated themselves. Okay, we have I whispered through the wind. Did you hear me? Okay, so this is the ancestor. They're whispering. Okay, so there is a whisper from the ancestor. I'm gonna stop there. We got family said it. That thing they couldn't say it's out now. Okay, so yeah, I kind of figured this person probably have been attached to some jealous, karmic, insecure family member. I got them in some shit. It could have been a Pisces. Okay, we got Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what this neighbor has to say. So somebody heard a whisper, and they want to know did somebody hear it. I mean, which one was it? Somebody finally said it. Dang, set people up to get them harmed. That's fucked up. It could be definitely tied to a stalker. Okay. Or a Leo. We got Seven of Wands. They could be blocking something for a Leo. Let's see. Let's get some. Or Queen of Swords. Let's see. Let's get some outside influences here. Okay. Okay, we have a hater. Yeah, stalker. Yep, so you know this hater here, huh? Okay, so outside influences is a hater. Okay. Give me more outside influences. Okay. So I'm looking at, yeah, somebody playing chess. Okay. They had an outside influence is a gate of opportunity. So you could feel like you have a bunch of opportunities fucking around with this hater. Okay. They could be telling you can do this, you can do that. Okay. But you have one last move. Okay. So everybody's on their last move. They're using everybody. Pass through the gate of opportunities wherein new paths unfurl with boundless potential. Okay, so they feel like this hater. Okay, outside influences, you got to gateway opportunities. Okay, this is the last move. Okay, give me two more. Let's see. Let's get a couple more. There we go. Okay, so there is an investigation going on. There's a fantasy land, so this is like something that they enjoy. Investigation. Investigating. So this is current. And somebody's putting on the show. So this could be have something to do with somebody. You could probably be hooked up with some of these karmics. Now I've known a lot. I get a lot of prostitutions, a lot of prostitutes in the reading. We're just putting on a show. It's like this neighbor could possibly be tied up with one of them, with somebody putting on a show. Okay, they probably got connected to this person putting on the show through a hater. And they could have told you had a gateway of opportunities. There's a lot of gateway of opportunities available. And this could be the move that you're making that could, set this hater, I don't know what kind of position. You setting people up to get them harmed. You treated me bad and you deserve to pay. Okay, so that's the side mess. Let's get one more. Let's go ahead and make it even, Steven. Ooh, two more. Okay. So I'm looking at a bank failure. So somebody could be broke. Okay, this is the reason for the season. Bank failure. Look like the bank is closed down. Or they had a place where they saved their money. They put their money somewhere off, somewhere far off nowhere, and it's empty. Okay, so the outside influences, you could be broke. Okay, you connected to a hater who's under investigation, and this is their last move, and there's a gateway of opportunities. Okay, and okay, somebody broke, and the game is over. So the game is over. Goddamn, it's over already. We just got started. Mm. So let's just start with this game over. Okay, let's just start here. Let's just see what happened. This is what we want to start with. What's known about this game over? I'm seeing some betrayal. They probably flipped over earlier. So they got caught doing something. Betraying someone. What's known about this? Okay, so this game over is clarified by some total drama action at the bottom of the deck. Okay, and we got getting played in reverse. So this is what's known about this game over. Somebody getting played. Why is it in reverse though? What else is known about this game being over? Somebody was fulfilling a fantasy. Make miracles at the bottom of the deck. So this could have been somebody making a miracle. It says stay open minded and receptive to the magic unfolding in your life. Okay, so somebody open to making miracles with fulfilling a fantasy. So they haven't got played yet. Okay, so this is leading up to game over. A situation is about to explode. Shit is about to pop off in flames. They ain't lying about that because the game is over. It came out. Some outside influence. So some outside influence is over for somebody in the outside influence. Game is over. That's influencing this neighbor and this undercover agent. Okay. Okay, has something to do with some fake friends. An ocean of possibilities. So this is could be like I'm interested because when you say an ocean of possibilities, that's a keeper right there. That's like tell me more, tell me more. We got roots of stability, outside influence. What's known about this game over? There was an ocean of possibilities. Even over there, there was a gateway opportunities over here in the recent past. Okay, and then there's roots of stability. Okay, so let's say roots of stability. Yes, roots of stability. So they was, so it was so stability was promised. Unlock your heart, embrace vulnerability to let God love guide your journey. Okay, so this is for somebody who I'm over here. Somebody told to unlock their heart. Okay? And to trust the path. It says, listen to the intuition, seek. Okay, so somebody had trust your path. Okay, so they're told it's unlock their heart, trust their path. They got a roots of stability here. Okay, so I guess somebody was listening to their soul for this situation, kind of listening. Look forward to words that hear what is really being said now. Okay, so this could be something now where, okay, it says harbor of peace. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of gentleness harbor, allowing tranquility to seal your water. So they are at peace listening to what their soul is saying. They could be definitely connected to this reading. Okay. And they listen for a groove of unity. They're looking for some sort of growth opportunity out of this situation. So that's what's known about the game over. They almost got played with this getting played in reverse. Okay, somebody was fulfilling the fantasy over here putting on the show right here. This person's over here putting on the show to try to influence this hater. Okay, was over here putting on the show. Okay, they could have promised them that it was the gateway opportunities because it's the gateway opportunities here. But this is somebody's last move over here. So I don't know if they told you this was their last move. There is an investigation over here that they're under investigation, putting on the show, side influence, last move, last step, open gateway opportunities, past influence. They could be feeling guilty because the game is over. So this game is over is here to clarify. Somebody want answers. They almost got played. She was about to explode now because now they got some friends still offering gateway opportunities now. See, we got the same energy, but we got with gate for fake friends. Now we got fake friends with gateway opportunities. This is an ocean of possibilities. I'm sorry. Same way, same situation. But they got a bunch of options. Lord Jesus. What kind of options? We can get into it and find out. So they want to put down some type of roots and unlock your heart and trust your path. Listen to your soul whisper. Find your peace and groovy unity. They trying to get you into harvesting for this person who want to fulfill a fantasy. That's what it looks like to me. That's what's known. Okay, so let's see. So they try to make miracles. Okay, game is over. Is a past influence for them. So that's what happened. Past influence, game over is clarified. That came from the side, right? Now they got some friends over here doing the same thing. Them and their friends, a hater and their friends. So what's uncertain about this? So what's known about this neighbor then? This is the past influence. Let's talk about what's known about this neighbor. What's known about this neighbor? Okay, so they charging ahead. Embrace courage and determination for forging your path with confidence and readiness to overcome obstacles. So this is what's known about this neighbor. What's uncertain? Uncertain is if there is a recording. Okay, it says announcement, expression, revealing. So what's uncertain is if there is some sort of, hold on. Okay, so what's uncertain is recording, announcement, expression. Okay, then the bottom of the deck says right track. Okay, so, all right. So what's uncertain? So what's known about this recording? If it's uncertain, what's uncertain is saving grace. It's something that saved them from a bunch of bullshit. Okay, that's a blessing. Yeah, growth potential. So something growth saved them, and it got shielded resilience. Okay, so this could be some type of shield and a growth potential. Embrace change to unlock your full potential and flourish. Okay, so shield of resilience. So they could be guarded, but saved by grace. What's known about this recording is saving grace. It saves somebody from some situation. It's like by grace, it's like, Lord, you don't know how it happened, it just did. Okay. Um, what's to be discovered about this neighbor? Okay, they haven't been kicked to the curb. It flipped upside down. So they still contacting this person. They still contacting this person. They haven't kicked them to the curb. So let me see. Let me see about this undercover agent too. This neighbor and an undercover agent. No, not really about the undercover. Oh my God, they're falling apart. Oh my God, they're toxic. They want to create a new identity. Okay, they could be in the process of creating a new identity. This is what's known. Embrace change and discover yourself, crafting. Something about transferring something right there. You see where that white is? I can barely see it. But align, yeah. Be assertive. Align with your true essence. So this is creating a new identity. So what's known is they falling apart there. So they're trying to create a new identity. What do you need to know? If it's a neighbor who is an undercover agent, they're charging forward about something they heard about, or they're unsure about a recording that they heard. What's to be discovered is that they haven't been kicked to the curb. They still. It's in reverse. Kicked to the curb is in reverse. So they haven't kicked nobody to the curb. They haven't been kicked to the curb. They haven't kicked nobody to the curb. But they still know they still dealing with these friends over here. A hater is under investigation, and this come to the end for them. So what? Let me find out. A side message. What do they want with this guy? What do they want with him? He's an undercover agent. I don't know. I said something about they getting better. They want to be shielded and them to keep a promise in a contract. That's what they want. They want you to stay shielded, which means shield of resilience, and to keep a promise in this contract. So there was some type of promise you kept them. That's what they want you to do, and you want to kick them to the curb because somebody is falling apart. They want to create a new identity. They dealing with some toxicity. These undercover agents dealing with some toxicity. And this neighbor is charging ahead for them. They could know each other, or they could have heard something about an undercover agent. Okay, so yeah. Well, let me find out what these ocean of possibilities is over here for these friends. Okay, and shit is about to explode. That's what I need to know. Okay, they could have some plan. Some definitely about to explode with them. Their time is up. The pattern has been pretty evident with how things has been going with them. It's been like cookie cutter type of situation. I haven't seen a pattern that has changed. Okay, now something's been whispered. Something's been whispered to the wind. Did you hear me? So this could be an ancestor trying to reach to you, probably nudging on you to kind of like, why you're here now. Almost got played. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep this game over here, and I'm gonna use these right here. I can see you want things to be better with this group of unity. And they want you to keep this promise. These group. Let's find out what their plans are for you, or for just hear what they have to say about each subject. So, shield and resilience, keeping a promise. I know they want you to shield some information with this shield of resilience. They want something to be kept quiet, kept between you and them, or something like that. Yeah. Shield of resilience, so being shielded and keeping his promise, which they do. They have you to keep a promise. It's part of a contract, right? 3, 6, 9 months contract that they probably signed with you. Okay, and the ocean possibility with some fake friends is about to explode. So they could be trying to use you for a date tonight, and you're hoping to be. This recording is going to say by grace. They had an undercover agent falling apart and toxic and trying to create a new identity. They toxic. Okay, so let's see. What's the surprise about this shield of resilience? Okay, there was the SOS call. Distress act with urgency, assistance needed. Okay, from being shielded. Okay, they were shielded and it's like somehow like their cover got blown or something. Some type of act with urgency with this shield of resilience. Tell me today. Something happened today. Something happened today. With this emperor. Tell me about this, the inside of this distress call. Okay, there was a robbery. Tell me about this robbery. This person who was pregnant, knocked up. Okay. All in their feelings, feeling wishy-washy, heart fog. Okay. Unclear feelings, wishy-washy. So she kind of came around, a robbery took place. This knocked up came with some wishy-washy feelings in this robbery. Okay. And then it left somebody in the Five of Cups. So they could have left them sad. Excuse me. This is Sagittarius. This is Sagittarius energy. Excuse me. This is Scorpio energy. Sad. So they come and rob this person who's pregnant. Came in, heart fog all up in their feelings, and left somebody sad. They left sad. Let's go into it. Tell me why this knocked up person is here. Okay, something's supposed to be happening soon. Tell me about soon. Somebody's supposed to be backtracking. Okay, so there's somebody getting back into something they have no business doing. Tell me about this backtracking. Who is inside of this backtracking? Somebody said most likely. Okay, tell me about this backtracking. Okay, they're running. Whoever it was, they're running away. Okay. Recent past to this skirt. Okay. Yeah, they're about to betray somebody. Or they already did. Recent past, they running from somewhere where they already betrayed somebody. Tell me about this betrayal. Okay, it's this person is wearing all of these masks. This is like the Empress Taurus energy. Okay. They betrayed somebody. Okay. It's about somebody who wear a mask. Yeah, they're under judgment for that. Okay. They under judgment for that. I just heard the alarm. Fire truck. Police cars. Okay. So they recent past they was under judgment for betraying somebody. Okay. So they just left your situation. Tell me about the skirt. They said no. Somebody said no. Or yes or upside down. No, I don't know. It just came out sideways. So tell me about indulgence. So you told somebody no, you don't want to indulge with these girls. Okay, so these are the girls who could be the fake friends right here. Okay, so you said no. Okay, then you got this person who's ill. Okay, so these people work with this particular person. They work with this particular person who is ill for this person. Okay, there was somebody came in taking action. Somebody came somebody came in taking action, like coming and saving the day. Oh, with the Seven of Swords energy. So they got somebody coming in taking it. Tell me about this Seven of Swords. It was a roller coaster ride. Okay, so this was somebody who was full of highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold. Seven of Swords. Aquarius energy. They come in there stealing. Okay. So this is a high, off and low, high and low. Well, how does that go? Tell me more. Okay, so there was an opportunity at Page of Coins. So somebody presented an opportunity to come in and do some highs and lows. Clarify the highs and lows. This fool. Okay, so this fool came in. Will okay something. This is that Libra energy. This is that sick person. Okay, that she had a friend. Okay, a friend. Okay, so it's like somebody went and found her, found you. The girls must have found you for her. But when the time came, I don't know what the conversation was. So in this roller coaster ride, what's the surprise about the roller coaster ride? Somebody was spilling the beans. I guess that's what they were telling you about this information over here. The game was over investigation. There was a world of possibilities. Okay, there was an opportunity. They wanted you to do something. Something was an opportunity that was presented to somebody who with the Seven of Swords. So there was an opportunity. So with the roller coaster, they telling you to, they spreading the beans. They spilling the beans. Okay, they letting you know about this Capricorn opportunity. Okay, with this Ace of Coins and the spilling the beans. Okay, so it could have been, you know, telling you about an opportunity or a thought. Okay, they were telling you around a thought or something. Okay, they was telling you about a thought or something about a roller coaster, highs and lows, off and on. Okay, tell me. Then you have this Nine of Wands. Okay, so this could have caused someone to be in a Nine of Wands energy, or this was a Sagittarius energy. It could be a Sagittarius. So, the opportunity for highs and lows, they're talking about gossiping about something. Tell me about this spreading the beans. Okay, about Two of Cups. This Two of Cups energy. They spreading the beans about this Two of Cups. Somebody is pissed right now. Okay, they pissed. Probably didn't happen yet. This is probably, they probably telling you about this Two of Cups situation, about how this is going to go. It's an opportunity. Ace of Coins. It's a thought about some money. Okay, and then spilling the beans. What's the spilling the beans about? It's about Two of Cups, and it's about well, I think we hit. Okay, we got this shook monkey right here. This is my friend. When they hear something, they come and let me know. When he hears something or see something, when he show up, it's like, oh my God, like, did you hear that? Did you catch that? And then this fury came up, but at the bottom of the deck, we got a gift. So this person is mad about this Two of Cups energy. They were spilling the beans about the highs and lows about this is a sick person. Or this is a person that you're supposed to have been with, the Two of Cups. And how they supposed to be receiving some sort of gift because they mad at the bottom of the deck. Monkey shook. Okay, monkey shook right here. They didn't heard something. I think they heard at the same time. Okay. Somebody know that they fucked up. Yeah, right behind the monkey. Okay. Somebody was listening to their vibes and it wasn't following their intuition. Okay, and somebody was peeping in on the situation. Okay, Nine of Cups. This is like somebody wishes fulfillment. Okay, that happened with this investigation, this detective. Okay, so this is the Nine of Cups, wishes fulfillment. Okay, now they get some type of money. Okay, so now this person is in their head. Okay, they could be having mental thoughts. Okay, about this relationship, friendship, ship. Okay, now it's not a blessing for them. Okay, it's not a blessing. They could have to turn around and walk away from the situation. Okay, so it looked like somebody was set up. Okay, looked like somebody was set up. Somebody is angry. Again, this person is set. It's like she gets set up all the time, but it seemed like it was set up for its undercover agent or something, this neighbor or something. Let's find out what this person is upset about. Tell me about what's this person upset about. Something about something false. Then somebody said, of course. Like you would, of course, you would say it's a false, but you were planning on celebrating something. Like we caught you in a celebration situation. You just somebody was missing somebody, yearning, missing someone, reminiscing. Mm-hmm. Missing someone. So let's see. If something's supposed to be false, and somebody said right. Okay, so she's saying something. She's mad because something is false. What's the surprise about this false? Yeah, that is King of Coins. Okay. So the King of Coins is saying something is false. Something false about a King of Coins and an Empress. Okay, so we got a King of Coins and an Empress. Okay, loving and loving on something. This is what's coming out. The light bulb moment, sudden realization, feeling inspired, and insightful awareness. It says right again about some sort of idea that somebody's agreeing on. And I'm actually clarifying right now. Right? This is actually false. But then somebody say, of course. I'm thinking, of course, like, of course you would say it's false. Like, so tell me, of course. Okay, so of course is High Priestess revealing some information. Right. That's what, of course. You want to say false, but somebody's revealing some information right now. Of course. Yeah, your imagination. Okay. You have somebody ready to play with their imagination. That could have been set up already. And it was like, yes. Okay, so it's like with this energy here, something being revealed about all the people playing a role in the middle card. All of his people is playing a role. They know they part. They know they position. They know what they finna do. And it's like, yes, they understand with the yes. But the high priestess revealed that. So also you have this celebration card. This is victory. So this is like, and they will celebrate. And he got true at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so of course this person is going to deny it. Of course they're going to deny it. They got caught red-handed. hmm They had reservations with this Empress and this King of Coins. They had reservations, but of course they say that's false. But this don't look false. This was something that was set up for this person right here when she okayed her friend over here. Whoever came and brought the idea to her, she was okay with it. But this person is showing up as a fool. Okay, so it's like the fool could be somebody coming in to do something wrong in the situation. So let's find out something was okay. The only way we can find out is find out what was okay. Something was okay. Because we got this person right. I always laugh when I see this person right here come jumping in because I know what this is about. Okay, so this is what it was. It was somebody indulging with somebody who was sick. They were indulging in the middle of this. And somebody come running in. Okay. Remember somebody come running in to then the seven of swords popped up. Somebody was caught doing something in the middle of this roller coaster ride, high and low. It's like in the middle of a situation that was paid for with this page of coins. So the only thing we can do is find out because something was supposed to happen soon. Somebody's supposed to be in some sort of sadness. Okay, but this Empress energy that was here with this King of Coins, they betrayed somebody. Either they got caught in the middle of a betrayal. It's like you almost gotta clarify that. Somebody started running. They got away. They was backtracking most likely, then they ran off. recent past of this ran off. The skirt is the Ten of Swords. So they had just what's the surprise about this Ten of Swords? Yeah, they were like sorry, not sorry. So whatever they did, they didn't care about who they just did it to. Then you got the mask, which is the person, which is the Empress, but she's faced judgment, so she ran into judgment. And she probably knew it. That's why she running, or somebody did. What's the recent past of the Ten of Swords? Yeah, there she go. She provided some type of aid. This imposter. That's her with the mask on. Recent past of the Ten of Swords. And then there was some type of betrayal that took place. Ten of Swords. We got to go into that. And then they like sorry, not sorry. So it was like been there, done that. I have to do what I have to do, type of thing. But I don't know if it was fulfilled because this person, she pissed. I don't know. It looked like something was interrupted by somebody's boo. Yeah, because they didn't get a blessing. This person didn't get a blessing. This sweetheart, I don't know. Let's see. Looked like that person was set up, but it was set up. Also, this person didn't get a blessing. I think it was set up for this person was supposed to get a blessing. I don't know. Because you got Two of Cups here. Then you have two people here. It's Nine of Wands, Two of Cups, the Ace of Coins. So an Ace of Coins was presented to a Nine of Wands for a Two of Cups situation. So the Two of Cups situation, I'm thinking, came through. But at the last minute, somebody reneged off of something. Something didn't happen. There was no aid provided for. Somebody got left hanging. They left like sorry, not sorry. So this person okay, so this person wanted some aid. And this person that left this person hanging saying sorry, not sorry. It's like they led this person into a judgment. That's how they betrayed them. They led them straight into this judgment. And by that time they got here, it's like the other person was gone. They skirted. hmm Something was supposed to happen soon. So I'm trying to figure out how did this neighbor and this undercover urgent. It's like they almost need somebody to get caught in this shit again. It's like we need to catch these motherfuckers is what I'm feeling. So this person came in to set them up again. They be using people energy to harvest off of. So they probably they have somebody. This imposter has somebody with an A, but they like sorry, not sorry. Somebody was spilling the beans about an opportunity with a Nine of Wands and a Two of Cups. And then she pops up because the conversation shows up. Because she was probably part of the conversation about what was going down, but she was the actual part of the person that was supposed to be reaping the benefit. Or this was the one that got caught betraying somebody in the middle of an act, backtracking. But this is like a whole nother person. These people were supposed to be indulging in a situation with this ill person right here. They supposed to be doing their little tricks to feed the energy from this person right here that's ill. But somebody said no, right? An indulgence, and then somebody took off running. And then this Seven of Swords showed up. Somebody did something with the Seven of Swords energy. It's almost like you got to figure out what that was. And then highs and lows. So this is like a part of the experience. High and low, like, okay, you're already caught in the act. I'm thinking somebody was already caught in the act that they had already just paid for. We got to clarify this Seven of Swords. Clarify this Seven of Swords. Okay, so they say ask again. Clarify this Seven of Swords. Okay, self-love. Okay, so somebody self-loving themselves. Five of Swords. So this is winning at all costs, but somebody by themselves. It's self-love. This morning after conversation, up all night, late night, redinzious, spending the night. So this was a conversation about winning at all costs with somebody's self-love. Self-love could be somebody self-loving themselves, or this could be an actual energy. Clarify self-love. Justice. Okay, so it's like, tell me more about self-love. Single, cuffing season. Okay, and it's disturbance. Oh, good luck. Okay, so it says single. No cuffing season, single and ready to mingle. Ready for a relationship on a hunt. So this justice was single, ready to mingle on a relationship, ready for a hunt. So she came ready. And I'm thinking with this disturbance, this is crazy. No, this person showed up. Justice, right? Single, ready to mingle. But she needed this energy to be a disturbance. But I think this is a disturbance where the Seven of Swords popped up. They was like, I'm out. They left him hanging. They was like, it probably appeared like they was disturbed. You know what I'm saying? This is like the state that person has to be in for that person to cipher the energy. Yeah, because they had people indulging in this. Yeah, and then you have this self-love. Okay. Five of Swords at all costs. So this is kind of like how it ended up happening. They needed this self-love to, and somehow it needed this self-love to be a part of this running man, this perseverance. They needed this to be a part of it. They need this person coming to the rescue. Okay? It's like they needed, this is a Five of Swords, win at all costs energy. This is a Five of Swords, win at all costs. Self-love, then somebody took off running. And this was already a conversation where I think that King of Coins and that Empress then laid up and had this conversation about, this single ready to mingle situation with this justice energy. They had a conversation about how something was going to turn out for this guy right here. But this guy left him hanging with the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, so they did something sneaky, something deceptive. They had everybody ready to involved. They do this all the time. They bring a disturbance to the guy, and he ready to do the Seven Swords energy to bring some type of disturbance to someone. Take it how resume. But I'm seeing something that's undercover agent is falling apart, but they getting a new identity together. because they could like want to come out of this toxicity energy. Because I'm sure I had a feeling when the undercover agent, when I heard somebody had a private eye, and I heard through another reading, just happened to hear it, and I was like, they hired another private investigator. Them chicks, them hoes, them prostitutes, them Jezebels, them witches. Most likely he'll be caught up in the situation because that's what they do to control everybody in the situation. So that wasn't surprising, but to see it on the table today, which they could have, it looked like they probably did, and they were saved by grace through a recording. hmm hmm So what they do, they use single people, couples, triplets, like more than like groups of people to perform. So I'm trying to figure out where this Robbie went wrong. So with Robbie, this person ended up. So I got to find out what happened to her first. Make sure that she's upset for the reason I think she is. To confirm, yeah, because somebody said good luck. You know, because they'd be so for sure that this person is about to just be a disturbance. So, for a cup, she refusing a love offer. For a cup, she's refusing love. Okay, turned party is in reverse. Somebody refused her love. They turned party was in reverse, and there's receipts about it. That's what she's upset. Somebody did. So somebody did refuse the love. Yeah. So if something's supposed to take off with this Capricorn, Two of Pentacles, this is take off energy. So they was something was supposed to take off for this Capricorn. Remember, it was the morning after conversation that kind of went on when they was laying in the bed thinking, talking about what happened. They're gonna put somebody in their head and their mind head and fucking with the mind head. And they got this Nine of Cups, detective energy right here with this Nine of Cups. So it's like he could have been the wishes fulfillment, or he could have had a wishes fulfillment. But nonetheless, they was watching this wishes fulfillment come for this detective. They're right on the line with something, but somebody's intuition came through and they realized that they fucked up and they was shook about what they just heard or seen or something. Then they had to walk away. Eight of Cups walking away. So this could have showed this energy right here. Undercover agent creating a new opportunity and like creating a new identity. Being a part of something fucked up, falling apart because it was a part of something toxic. That it was unaware of it. It could have something to do with this Libra. Let's say Libra, no. Definitely have something to do with a Libra because she's the one that the reason for the parties to come together, period. But there has to be um these friends. These friends have contracts they have contracts they have to fulfill. But it looked like there was an emperor involved though today. Part of this today. If this happened today, this urgency SOS call, something happened today with the emperor. He was shielding himself. Okay, like he was hiding, shielded somewhere. Yeah, so he was definitely shielding because this is clarifying this right here. If somebody was out to keep a promise, they had to keep a promise because they had a contract that they had to fill. This is a contract. a binding, a divorce breaking contract. So maybe somebody decides, oh, so this is somebody over here breaking a contract. Kick to the curb in reverse, recording, taking charge of the neighbor, ocean of possibilities. Let me slow down. Okay, so take what resonates so far, okay? Because I'm going to put these back together. Okay, somebody is upset. Now, this is the Empress. Now, we saw the Emperor, not the Emperor, but we saw the King of Coins and this Empress together. They was together in a plan somewhere. hmm This was the setup. It went wrong. They upset. Something about this morning after conversation about asking somebody again. I don't know what they mean by ask me again. That happens a lot. But they be like, ask me again, ask me again, ask me again, ask me again. So this imposter providing some sort of aid and saying sorry, not sorry. That happened to them. Something happened to her. She got left in a situation. The person left her like sorry. They left her. They're like, sorry, not sorry. Like, I'm out. So I think they kind of like ghosted that person because you got this energy and this energy in the same situation. Somebody left. Like, sorry, not sorry. Because somebody was wanting some aid from this person. But this person had a mask on. So they under judgment. So basically, this Ten of Swords is what happened to this person with this mask on. They was ready to betray that person. But the person who left said sorry, not sorry. They left before it happened. And this person wasn't even supposed to be in the situation. They backtracked up into the situation just to kind of get something done, to get something out of something, to provide some aid, get this aid from this person. But they left. They said sorry, not sorry. So they betrayed that person and this other person who needed the aid. Yeah. And they got judgment called on the people who, I believe, who was set up. They came to rob this person. They came to rob the person that they was getting aid from. The guy that was willing to, they was planning on taking from him, but he ended up jetting out of there. Yeah, because this Five of Cups, that Empress energy with that mask, they end up being sad. This is Five of Cups. This is them sad. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up. I'm put these energies up. Okay. So now somebody's sitting here with a roller coaster ride, Page of Coins, Five of Swords. So now we got this Aquarius and this Page of Coins and this Taurus with the opportunity for the roller coaster ride. I'm trying to figure out how did I feel up in it. They wanted to win at all costs. They wanted this. They just knew that this opportunity, this Page of Coins was going to get them what they want, but it didn't. It didn't. They end up being left. I believe they end up being left. Yeah. See, this was this person that was ill, okay in a situation with their friend that they was going to have a fool. This is a fool. They said, we got a fool, we got a fool. But the fool jetted on it. They just left them. They left. But they weren't able to get a blessing. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so now somebody was supposed to keep a promise, but they broke the contract, breaking contract, right? Keep a promise, breaking the contract. Somebody was standing strong, resilience, guarded. Okay, so let's look at this ocean of possibilities. Tomorrow. Something about tomorrow. Three of Pentacles. Okay, so that could have been something set up. Tell me more. That somebody was going to take action. Ask again. Who's in reverse? So must have something scheduled for tomorrow too. For somebody to take action. They haven't asked them again yet. It's in reverse. Then we got fake friends. They penny pinching. These fake friends is penny pinching. I'm clarifying them. They're penny pinching. Okay. Fake friends, they penny pinching. They doing sneaky links. They sneaking work behind people back. Okay, but they friend is they friend is in reverse. So this is a person that they left hanging. Remember the person that left them? They showed up like they was gonna do it, but right when it was time, the roller coaster started to take off. It just ended. Something happened. So that's how this ended up planning a sneaky link for their friends. See, but it was all a sneaky link. It was all sneaky in the first place. It wasn't up front. But because they were broke, they was secretly planning on robbing this person for his energy. But he ended up jetting out of the situation. Okay. This is all outside influences. Okay, so we done, we got it. Are we understood what's going on? Because this looked like something that this shit is about to explode now. Yeah, with this hermit. We got a hermit. We got somebody watching, daydreaming. They say indeed. Okay, so with this about to explode, it's just about to explode. It's about to pop off in place. So you got this hermit and this energy daydreaming, watching. Okay, this is clarifying shit is about to explode. So they watching, they seeing what's happening, what happened. Okay, so somebody said indeed. And how? This is indeed how it happened. This is indeed what happened. This is indeed what's indeed. Clarify. Yeah, that this person is how they did it. This homeless person, they was part of this cuffing season. He jetted. And it's about to explode for them. Yeah, he's supposed to be tiptoeing back into a situation, but he didn't. He tiptoed back to me. He made it look appear it was tiptoeing in this collaboration, but he really didn't. Period. He's supposed to be part of this single ready to mingle hingle. Sneaky link. But you got this in reverse. You can't tiptoe back into something. Matter of fact, he tiptoed out of a situation, not back into a situation. Okay? So that's what happened when shit was about to explode. So now we got this neighbor here with the undercover agent. Okay? These are all past experiences. It's all past. Okay? That's what happened. Now we got somebody as a neighbor sitting here feeling kind of messed up. Neighbor charging ahead. They're charging ahead. They're moving forward in the situation. We can find out what's happening with them. Let's get a couple of energies, see what's going on. So tell me about this charging ahead. Tell me about this charging ahead. Okay, so you got this person knocked up in this two of coins. They missing somebody. They ready to fight. They mad. You got this person knocked up, and you have the two of coins, which is the Capricorn energy, and you have somebody ready to fight. They charging ahead. So they got a problem with something. I'm sorry, I got my hand on lips with them finger paws on my finger. Um, so you got somebody ready to fight. This two of coins and this knocked up person. They charging ahead. This neighbor is known charging ahead. So he ready to charge ahead. I treated people bad and I deserve to pay. I set people up to harm them. So you ready to set somebody up. So you're a part of a setup. So why is you tell me about this fight. This throwing hands. So this Eight of Pentacles is throwing hands. I'm clarifying this. Okay, so this guy is working. Eight of Pentacles, he's working, could be working. This could be a Virgo ready to fight. Okay, he's throwing hands and he got verified by Eight of Coins, which is a Virgo energy. Somebody's mastering their skill. Okay, so tell me more about somebody throwing hands. Okay, they could be wanting to fight this King of Wands. The work with the King of Wands. Okay, you got work with the King of Wands, master the skill, King of Wands, fight. They could be ready to throw hands because of some work. Eight of Pentacles. Then you got King of Wands showing up. Okay, King of Wands here with this gift. He's expecting a gift. They're throwing hands because of some sort of work. That's Virgo energy. It could be a Capricorn and a Virgo, but they both get ready to throw hands because they both kind of like got shook. They got shook. They got shook. Now this King of Wands is reaching out, ready for this gift. So we got the Two of Pentacles, which is the Capricorn energy, and they had a goal. Okay, they was trying to with this Capricorn. It's like they had a goal to reach, right? But this other person came in and just left them like they did a. It's like they did a psych. Like I'm coming, psych. I'm in, psych. I'm out, psych. You know what I'm saying? Like left them fucked up. They had to go for justice. So this is the Libra energy that was planning on getting things kind of, yeah, like a gain. Justice was trying to gain off of this situation. Justice was. But it ended up making them look real stupid because the justice was actually the one trying to rob somebody. Was set up to rob somebody. Remember that person okayed some sort of, they agreed on something. Two of coins, gold, justice, gain, yeah. It was Capricorn's goal for justice to gain, but justice got played, in other words. So if this person getting knocked up pregnant, this is another energy that I was expecting for things to go. Most likely is in reverse. So most likely it didn't happen. No. That means no, it didn't. Okay, in this collaboration. It didn't happen like the Lord is. Most likely mean yeah, most likely, but in reverse is like no, not likely at all. There was no road trip. There was nothing. There was nothing to move forward on. Okay, there was a quick one that came in. So now, so this neighbor was stoned. This neighbor was ready to move fast ahead, but this is what happened. Oh, so you was the neighbor. The sleeping prince. Okay, let me think. It was the sleeping princess. Remember, it was the three people that was indulging. It was three girls, right? The fake friends. These was the ones that was kind of like ready, right? They were fake friends. I don't know if it was two or more. I'm not for sure. But they were ready to participate. Then you have the person who was the main character who was okay everything to go a certain way. It was okay everything, right? And then you had this imposter. This person kind of like, yeah, this person. They just come backslide into a situation, like, let me go in real fast and do something. But whatever she thought she was going to go in and do, she got busted. Yeah, there she go right there. She backtracked it and got busted. She got left. Something happened. It didn't happen. Okay, so the recording is like a saving grace. Like, oh my God, like, okay, like, I got saved by something. So let's just collect some energy on this. It's the Eight of Swords. Okay, Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this could have been a Gemini. A Gemini. They was in fear. Okay, they out of fear. They was trapped, mentally trapped. They no longer trapped. They was gonna get a blessing. They said, I'm cool without the blessing. It's like my friend came through. You know what I'm saying? My friend came and saved the day. Okay, and I'm no longer afraid. I'm no longer trapped. I'm not scared. Okay. Tell me about this friend. Three of Pentacles, Taurus. Okay, so somebody came in, Taurus could have came in and collaborated with them recording. Yeah, self-love. Okay, they could have came in while they was out backtracking. They was about to backtrack into some dangerous stuff. A friend, Three of Pentacles, self-love, backtracking. So a friend came in and heard about this recording. There's a blessing in the reverse. It's like, thank God it was a blessing in the reverse. Because who would want to have been successful in creating some sort of disturbance for someone like this? So I'm feeling this person is feeling kind of glad that they wasn't a part of, detective, that they wasn't part of this blessing. Yeah, because they couldn't believe it. They believe it now. Okay, so we got Eight of Swords, okay, in reverse. So it's like they feel glad that somebody got robbed, okay, because the robbery was coming in. It was hidden behind the moon. Yeah, and it was like wrong. It was wrong plans. It was like it would have been wrong if something would have took off. Is what they're saying in a situation that they wasn't aware of. Okay, so we're gonna move over to kick to the curb. Okay, so there was a Nine of Wands. Yeah, Nine of Wands kicked them to the curb. They had plans. Okay, for a year contract. This was a year contract, so it's like they got to show up and perform. God dang. For a year, it's just like you're not gonna, clarifying the Nine of Wands, they have to be thirsty. You know what I'm saying? They have to be available for thirsty for this person. This was that Libra energy. They had to be up and show up for this person, but they turned around and walked away. Okay, they turned around and walked away when they were supposed to. There's like something about a rebound. So it's like there could have been a rebound, or this could have been a rebound, or this person could have been a rebound. I don't know about a rebound. But they walked away, then a rebound showed up. Rebound, Eight of Cups, rebound, walked away from somebody who was thirsty. And Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, they had a date. That's what I said for this year. So they had a commitment of something looked like it was already scheduled. But they chose to walk away. And it's clarify this rebound. What happened? The Seven of Cups. So this person was confused. So they could have been scheduling something with a different type of rebound. Two of Wands, take out resonate. Yeah, they had plans for a sneaky link and for somebody in their cuffing season. That's what the plan was. Yeah, right. So something was supposed to have. This was wrong, right? This is clarifying wrong. It was wrong for them to schedule something sneaky link for a single ready to mingle with a rebound or something. Take out resume. So with the rebound, 2 of Wands, plans, sneaky link. Okay, that's what the action. Single cuff and ready to mingle. So they had to cuff somebody in order to be ready to mingle with. They agreed, right? But it was wrong to agree, but they agreed anyway. What was the surprise about right? Yeah, that they fucked up. So something about right. Tell me about right. I don't know. Tell me about right. There was a page of cups. There was a cup offered. There was a high and low experience. Okay, then somebody got mad. Somebody got mad. Somebody know that they fucked up because they tiptoed back into a situation they wasn't supposed to be in. And because this person jetted and left, they left that person in a situation they wasn't supposed to be in. And it ended up messing up this person because this person was supposed to be one gaining from it. But because everything kind of crossed wires on this situation, it kind of make this person upset. Yeah, with this page of wands. That new journey was supposed to be part of that person. Not part of the person that tiptoed in that got left hanging. They could have tiptoed in and pissed this person off. They could have made it seem like they was doing it for each other, but really they wasn't. A year, this person was supposed to be taking action. This is what this year is clarified about. This person's supposed to be taking action for a year. Okay? They had a contract. Yeah, the magician in the reverse. So I guess the magic ain't working because this person said truth. It's not. So this person, the magic was supposed to make this person like a zombie, to create, to be destructive, to go in and destruct and, where they can zap their energy, which robbing from them so they can be fed up to be able to do, what they do. But they could not harness this person's energy. So they're past, they're mad. It's like he tricked them out of their experience. Period. I can't explain no more. Something happened where somebody graduation, right? This person came in leveling up, lessons learned, actual wisdom. Somebody was like presenting the last opportunity. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to be giving their heart to a situation, showing love and caring attractions, and they wanted to, they wanted something to happen soon. Within a year. Is that something that they believed was going to happen? That's what they was working towards. And these people was trying to do, wrong. They was trying to cuff these people together in an illusion to create somebody, some heartache or something. Okay, this person actually had a goal for something legit to happen. You know what I mean? So they had their mind. They wasn't able to kick them to the curb. They was gonna kick this person to the curb when they finished with him, but they wasn't able to because he woke up. Okay, and left these people hanging. Okay, so now we got this undercover agent over here with these 3 cards. Falling apart, toxic, and a new identity. Falling apart, toxic, and a new identity. So we're gonna clarify those 3, then it's gonna be over. Okay, so let's see. Tell me about falling apart. Give me 3 energies. Damn, 10 of coins. This is a lot of money to be falling apart over. They wanted this person to fall apart because they wanted his money. See, that's what they was doing to the other person over and over and over again for his energy to take his harvest his energy. But if you got actual money, they take that first. You know what I mean? You're still participating until your ass end up looking just like this and broke. Okay, that's what they do. You're dealing with toxicity. So remember that. It ain't no love there. So for you to be able to come back with this, creating a new identity, that's what's up. So once you get over. So yeah, what's known about this is it 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Coins. That's legendary. That shows wealth. That shows life. That shows savings. That shows life worth. That's everything. So tell me more about Falling Apart. They was on a venture. They went on a venture to come and get your 10 of Coins. That's what every venture is all about. Unfortunately, then they take you on this roller coaster ride with your cup of love. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, you end up falling apart. That's 1, 2, 3, how it goes. Okay, yeah, on this hookup. So they're going to hook up, go on this adventure, excuse me, with somebody who was homeless. With this Page of Wands, they do the magic and stuff. This Page of Wands, they perform some type of Page of Wands magic on this person. Okay, so that's homeless, you know what I'm saying? And they go and become what they need them to be at that time under the magic. But usually it shows up that they're falling apart into pieces, you know what I'm saying, for the money. Okay, so I don't know. Let's clarify this 10 of Coins. Okay, yeah, for a booty call. Like I said, the booty call is about the money. If you ain't got no money, it ain't gonna be no booty call. If they contacted you, then you had money and they knew you had it. Okay, so tell me more about this 10 of Coins. There was a SOS urgency call. So with that being said, while you guys are having sex, the Page of Wands was already in motion, and then there's some sort of urgency. I don't know what happens during this urgency during this time, but there is some sort of transfer in energy. Okay, but this Emperor pop in at that time. Okay, somehow they pop in. Yeah, now the homeless is in the reverse. Okay, so the homeless, he's not homeless anymore. So he leveled up. He brought an ending to something. So it could have cost, okay, somebody that was relaxing. They brought an ending. They could have read something, brought an ending to something. Because now the homeless person is in reverse. This Emperor is here on an urgency call. So they could have came in and they saw this person coming up like, you supposed to be over. Well, it's supposed to be a done daughter with you. But this person is, ooh, somebody's in a commitment. What's the surprise about this SOS? I don't know. Somebody shook. Oh my God, look, shook. Okay, they shook. Tell me what you shook about. There was some good news. Okay, what was the good news? It was a tower. Okay, so when the tower came, they end up catching up. They end up catching this emperor. Ooh, did the emperor end up getting caught up? Because a homeless person came up and then this emperor right here. Maybe this person ended up in these constraints. Because the homeless person was supposed to end up in this constraint like this. Remember he was homeless and they was using his energy and he went on a date or something, a situation, and this person showed up with the SOS call and then I don't know, somebody ended up hitting the tower. And I think it had to be the emperor. He came in and brought a tower. Like, why wasn't surprised about the emperor? Yeah, he needed some aid. He was providing some aid. See, called him up, homeless in reverse. Yeah, it was a curse done on him by this person. They did a curse on him. And this emperor showed up to provide some type of aid. Like, what are you even doing on the scene? The online community, if they had was watching, they was tracking all the different faces right here. The minds, the head games, the online community was all part of this curse. And the person that showed up to provide the aid was the emperor. He just came all the way out of woodworks. And it just ended up being a tower. They wasn't supposed to be doing that in the first place. So he got all of them tied up into one situation and bringing them down all together and showing that they was a part of this person people and taking their energy and using them for this because this is the Nine of Wands energy. They was waiting to use it for this energy. But the person snapped out of it. They was like, you thought I was under a spell. So this could be why people was falling apart. Because we clarifying falling apart. This person right here, their faces like, they cannot believe it. They falling apart, literally. So anyway, that's what happened. But this is the journey that they were going on. Has something to do with the journey for this hookup. Okay, it's kind of like it all happened up here. Maybe, maybe not. What's the bottom of the card? Yeah, it was a 10 of coins. Yeah, they did all that for the money. Now they had this venture to go on. Tell me about this adventure. Yeah, somebody was missing somebody. Hmm. It says yearning, missing someone, reminiscing. So now somebody was supposed to be looking to go on a journey. I kind of went into that a lot, right? And it could have been a lot of pieces to hear, okay? Because now this person is missing somebody. They're going on a journey. Tell me more about this adventure. Yeah, somebody's under judgment. Somebody is on the journey. This could have been this imposter down here. My boo, I don't know. Recent past. Okay, we have 5 of Cups. So somebody was sad. What's the surprise about the journey? Something happened today. I mean, what happened surprise about the judgment? Somebody compromised in a situation to get some money. Okay, so that could have been an emperor. Take a high resonate. Take a high resonate. They showed up with the SOS urgency call. Remember, we was clarifying this. So this is the money. Okay, who popped up when the monkey popped up, when the shook popped up? It's like the emperor popped up. They were like, what is you doing here? So I guess they was probably trying to compromise or something. Somebody was sad. What's the surprise about somebody being sad? Yeah, just keeping it 100. They was sad because somebody was keeping it 100. Yeah, and they okayed something. So this is somebody keeping it 100 was basically telling people about what happened with this person being comfortable and everything was going viral. Remember? She okayed something. This is the same person. She was comfortable with whatever was going on. This is the comfortable part. But everything went viral when she did. So keeping it 100 is like letting people know everything, the facts, the truth about everything that happened with this person. That's what was sad about this judgment. Because she wanted a hookup. That's the energy we about to clarify now. She wanted that hookup, but she got shouted out. We still clarifying broken. Remember? We still clarifying shattered, falling to pieces. So there's a lot of situations falling to pieces. Clarify this hookup. Somebody said, nah, that's where it went wrong. Because she was all happy, like, yes, look at her. She's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm comfortable with what's about to happen. And It's a big secret and nobody knows what's going on. But then it went viral. So it kind of fucked her up. It kind of messed up everything. Everybody was involved. So now this person is, here ready to hook up. And somebody's telling this person no. Like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. 4 cups. They refuse to offer. Okay. They say, yep, we refuse to offer the snack. They refused it. Or somebody yes the snack. Somebody had a morning after conversation. So, excuse me, clarify yet. 5 of Swords. Yeah. So yeah, they had plans. It had to happen. 5 of Swords. By any means necessary. This conversation. Remember somebody was on the last step. It was the last straw. Over here was the last move. 5 of Swords, morning after and this snack. It had to happen. But remember somebody down here saying, nah, okay, they over here refusing these offers to hook up. They over here refusing it. They saying, nah, this is 4 cups, this is refusing an offer, and this is a hookup. So so now somebody say yep. Okay, yep meaning the morning after conversation, they could have said we had this conversation, remember? They was like, yep, okay. Any means necessary at all costs, right? It's like, yep, okay. He said this snack, right? Yeah, we got to go after this snack, right? All that's clarifying, yeah. But look, we got receipts. That's the part that nobody want to be a part of. They don't want to be a part of the receipts. Yeah, that's trash. So they got receipts that they trashed them. I said no, I refused an offer. You came to me, getting me to say yes. I remember the morning after. Yes, I remember the 5 of Swords. Yes, I remember the snack. All of that stuff where now trash is out here. You know what I'm saying? Which is like it's done now. So it's like I don't know. It was supposed to do all of that to throw somebody in the trash. See, all of that was supposed to be was to throw the other person who agreed to do all of these steps to throw them in the trash. So if they would have if they would have went on, I'm believing with the way things was going, they would have been the one being tossed under the bus. They would have want to been siphoned. So basically, they did all of this to say, yeah, to trash them. And if that was the case, then hell, that's all I needed to. That's all the evidence I needed to show you guys that had no intentions for me, no good intentions. See, this is a morning after conversation that somebody had. Okay, this is a 5 of Swords, which is meaning winning at all costs, and then this is the snack that's supposed to be served, right? And then this is what's supposed to happen afterwards: toss somebody to the trash. Then this is the ending of it all, which means that this is why everybody's falling apart. Because everybody participated to get this person as a sacrifice, basically. Okay? It was a bunch of toxic people. That person could have realized this. This undercover agent could have realized that this was a bunch of toxic shit, right? About this Gemini. Okay, this lover's here. It could have been in the lover. It was like, yes. Okay, so this undercover agent could have been for the Gemini that they sat back and watched everything go down, and that they now know that they was a part of something that was toxic. Okay, the lovers certified. They said good luck, which means like I don't know, just good luck on to wherever you're going with this Queen of Swords. Okay, yeah, because they gonna betray you. This is a 10 of Swords. Okay, because they gonna betray this lonely person. This lonely person betrayed somebody. I don't know why this lonely 10 of Swords and this Queen of Swords betrayed this person who was lonely. That's what they do. This Gemini could have told somebody good luck. These people are toxic. This undercover agent. This Gemini. Okay, so we're gonna clarify this. Yes, something's supposed to happen tomorrow. Fell in reverse. It will be today. Or could it be counsel from tomorrow? I don't know. But we're clarifying this. Yes, tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, the love is in reverse. Okay, so there is no love. It was upright, but you know what I'm saying? They they don't operate in love. You know what I'm saying? There's a hermit. No, this is the page of coins. So there was an opportunity to turn somebody's cup upside down. Yeah. Something's supposed to take off. It took take off because somebody was penny pinching. Mm-hmm. Something was supposed to take off. Yeah, with this couple. Okay, this sweetheart couple. But we can remember somebody backtracked. They backtracked, right? This hermit. Okay, this person was numbing themselves, or this two of wands, this two of swords. I don't know. Somebody could have been at stalemate about a hermit. A hermit could have been at stalemate about a situation. But somebody backtrack, clarify. Yeah, high vibing. So they kind of step back into this high vibing energy, trying. They got a light bulb moment, sudden realization. That's what happened. They be in motion to do, and everything gets done. You know, they be right in the middle of the plan. And then it's like high vibe and come up with this idea to do a reading. And it's everybody just caught like this. So everybody just caught in place. Yeah. This person was watching, daydreaming about they boo. Okay, so people were sitting in position ready to watch this. They gonna be ready to watch somebody in a situation. Watching yo boo. How did that happen? Toxic. We're clarifying toxic here, and it's to a couple relationship, friendship. Yeah, the marionette, the control issues that was about to take place. That's what I'm saying. People being laid up in affairs and people talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Gossiping. They sit back and watch all of this. I cannot make it up. Yeah, Seven of Swords. They watch all the betrayal go down. Manipulation, people sleeping with each other, betraying each other, and all of that. Let's get to the end of this reading. Okay, we about to clarify this. Take what resonate. Let's cleanse this air. Okay, there was no happy times. Okay, somebody received a new identity. Okay, this person, the sleeping princess. Okay, she wasn't happy. Okay, she took a leap of faith to do a situation, and something's supposed to happen next month. I don't know what it is. Clarify next month. Yeah, this ill person. The healed person and the sleepy princess is the same person. Something's supposed to be happening next month. You know, and it's like they wanted some happy times, but it didn't happen. You got sleepy princess, somebody taking a leap of faith. At least two people, or two of the same people kind of wanting the same person in the middle. But this person, I think they took a leap of faith. Let me see who this is. They took a leap of faith. Yeah, they left them both hanging. They left them both. Temperance, they left both of these people laid up waiting for a young piece of some energy. They need energy. You see how they laying around just sick, just weak? They need this person's energy. This is a surprise. This was the food. The surprise food came in. Okay? They was waiting. They wasn't happy. Remember? They left them. They left them hanging. Yeah, they was waiting for a new beginning, an opportunity for a new beginning. Somebody laid back and was relaxing, thinking about this, planning on this. This was like read about, thought about, planned out. Okay, somebody was scheduling this. This is somebody reading things about how things is done, about how to get a new beginning in this. Somebody planned this whole thing out. Okay, for this new identity. I don't know. Let's get one more energy to clarify. Yeah, there was a make believe. It was a make believe. So this person come out in a whole new identity. They figured out how to do it. They figured out how to do that. They read up on it. Let me find out. They read up on how to do all of this to make a believe. They must have got the same book that somebody else was using to use on them to make a vow, something like that. He got this person got the book and find out how to do a make believe. I cannot. You never know what the hell's going to come out of these cards. I swear to God. Okay, so there was a Hierophant. Okay, that this person was coaching. Okay, they could have coached something. It gave somebody an idea, on this make believe. Okay, they could have somehow. I'm thinking. Okay, they could have learned something from something that was coached, based on how things kept turning out. And they knew for sure that this would be something that they can pull off. I cannot. Yeah, they looked at the perspective of how things would be. This is a Pisces energy. Okay, yeah, for their kinky ways. Check this out. So this was a Pisces energy that was looking for ways to be kinky and to stop the key player and all they feels. Giving, but this person really did give a fuck though, because it says zero fucks in the reverse. But this is somebody really giving a fuck. They try to stop them. Take this how it resonates. There was a strategy to stop the key pair from being all up in their feelings in their kinky way. So this was to stop this person from manipulating the situation. And this person is sitting back watching. Remember? He was sitting back watching and watching everything. That's why this person is right here in the same situation where they hangman watching. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Give me the final end result, Spirit, on this reading. I'm gonna have to watch this over again. Yeah, it was off of some dirty money, some mean money. Close this off.